You and Chris are going to be in here talking about God knows what.
Howdy. How y'all doing?
Oh, yeah.
You have made it, ladies and gentlemen, to a episode of the Retro Show. The Retro Show is an homage to all things of growing up in the 70s and 80s. And, of course, ladies and gentlemen, my co-host sitting over there with the name Chris on his little video thing there is, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chris Curtis.
What's happening, guys? My crowd's back. I love these guys.
I know.
Guys, there's free coffee over at the coffee bar for you guys.
Yeah.
Yep. Make sure you hit
Right
some.
back here.
It's right behind you.
That's right. Speaking of coffee, ladies and gentlemen, she's hot, she's sweet, and she's my wife. Ladies and gentlemen, Debbie Renfroe joins us here on the Retro Show.
Brownie
Hey,
points.
bigger round of applause,
Looking for
guys. Come on,
brownie
pick it up,
points.
pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. There we go. I'm talking about.
Am I sucking up? Yes. Yes, I am.
As you should.
And as I should. And so
Because
here we
after my 30 years of marriage, there's never been a truer statement that if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. And, you know.
You can either be right
Or you can be happy.
or you can be happy.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kind of get usually we sit here and we have a little round table thing where we just kind of talk about everything. But coming up on the program, we actually have a special guest, and he's kind of up against a wall here. We're going to be bringing in via telephone, so I'm going to leave that as a little surprise. But before we get into it, let me tell you what we're getting into today. Ladies and gentlemen, the topic of today's show is the phenomena of yacht rock, which is basically soft hits of the 70s and 80s, but there's kind of a whole vibe there. We're going to be getting into some of that, some of the...
And the term yacht rock comes from being out on your boat with your stereo jamming this type of music.
Yes.
That everybody kind of likes.
Yeah.
For the most part.
For the most part, everybody kind of likes it there.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to cut to a break really quick, and when we come back, we are going to be jumping in with our special guest and to Yacht Rock.
These are the wonderful people who support the Retro Show with a monthly contribution of $3. LNC Corporation, Dusty Breeze, Kevin Goff, Norton, Crispy, Nancy Schwartz, Joshua Ramsey, Bran Adams, EM, Bradford Mason, Tonya Highland. Thank you to all of our fantastic supporters. Find out how you can support the podcast by heading to retroshow.net. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Retro Show. The topic of today's show, of course, is yacht rock. And besides Chris, Debbie, and myself, we are so proud to have our next guest come on board with us here. For those of you in the Little Rock market, you may know him as the Chief Meteorologist at KTHV Television. And for those of you in other parts of the country, you may have seen him on various commercials in the past few years. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tom Brannon.
Tom Brannon.
Tom Brannon.
You still there, Tommy?
Well, hello there, Yacht Rock Radio. Good to be here tonight.
Listen for your cue, Tom.
All you need is kidding. Sorry.
It's Yacht Rock. Yeah, the topic here on the Retro Show today, folks, is Yacht Rock. So, Tom, when you think of Yacht Rock, what are you thinking of?
Oh, I think of a lot of different things. I think of being on a boat in an ocean, with a nice bottle of scotch. Maybe not scotch.
Maybe a not so nice bottle of scotch.
That'll make me seasick. I'll puke all over the place.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about. I love Yacht Rock. I think of Kenny. I think of the Doobies. I think of Michael McDonald. I think of, bands like Toto. Who couldn't think of Toto? Every time you turn on the radio, Africa's playing.
Yeah, every time. So the whole phenomena of yacht rock was kind of a genius way to group all of this mellow stuff from the 70s and 80s. And it so many different groups that may not really even be specifically yacht rock type bands that will sometimes have yacht rock songs that show up in there, like the Eagles.
Yep.
New Kid in Town or Best of My Love definitely fits into that. But generally what you're thinking of, it's the best definition that I found is it's a broad music style and aesthetic commonly associated with soft rock, made up entirely of music from the mid 70s to the mid 80s. And so, yeah, that works for me. So Tom, while I got you on the phone, can you give us your top 5 yacht rock songs?
Oh, goodness. Boy, you really narrowed it down there, didn't you?
Yeah.
There's so many groups. I was gonna ask you if there's any group from the 70s or 80s that's missing from the list.
Well,
it's a pretty extensive list.
Yeah. You're talking about the list. Guys, I do show prep, so everybody got a copy today, including Tom, of my list here. But yes, it is quite extensive. But just to give you an example, if you hear stuff, my wife is trying to tear stuff up. Debbie is just.
He's got me booby trapped.
Well,
over
I don't
here.
know why you have these cords wrapped around this thing like this. You could do it like this.
No comment.
I get to go home here in a little bit.
You get to go home. I don't. But no, some of those on the list, I mean, Climax Blues Band, Jerry Rafferty, Toto, like you mentioned, the Doobie Brothers, especially every era of the Doobie Brothers, and including, of course, everything probably they ever did with Michael McDonald would actually fall.
Well, you got to have. I was going to say you got to have Michael McDonald. Anything for Michael McDonald. I got to say, how about Christopher Cross Sailing? That would be in my top 5.
Oh, absolutely,
for sure.
This is it. Kenny Loggins.
Yeah,
that's probably one of my favorites. Goodness, I mean, there's just so many. You're going to make me pick 5. I gave you 2 right there. Georgie Porgy from Toto always seems to be a biggie there. That seems to be playing quite a bit. Anything from Ambrosia, How Much I Feel, Biggest Part of Me, You're the Only Woman. I don't know, man. It's kind of hard just to pick 5 songs when the embodiment of the 70s and the 80s, the time I grew up and you grew up. I loved all those.
You gotta have some favorites though. I mean, you gotta have something that just like when it comes on, you're like, oh yeah, and you crank it. I mean, you gotta have something on this list. I know what it is for me, so.
Yeah, what is it?
Baker Street, Gary Rafferty.
Jerry Rafferty.
Jerry Rafferty, yep.
Yeah.
I love it.
I would say with Jerry Rafferty, I like Right Down the Line.
I like that one too.
I do too.
Yep.
Would ABBA be considered yacht rock?
Oh my Lord.
No.
They would not.
Do you see ABBA on the list?
I don't, but I think it could be missing.
Now, wait a minute. I mean, okay, what about this? I think there could be a song or 2 from Air Supply.
Absolutely.
Silence.
Oh, man.
This show is taking a note.
Then you had to go and bring up Air Supply. Oh, okay.
All right. Little River Band, Cool Change.
Yes,
absolutely. Excellent choice.
Yeah, that's a good. That actually made my list.
Excellent.
Of my top favorites there.
Jimmy Buffett, Changes in Latitudes.
Yeah.
Something Sailor, Pirate Looks at 40. Just some of the.
Some of his more laid back kind of 70s type things from Jimmy Buffett. And some other ones you would have on there would be like some of the more R&B type things, like some Earth, Wind, and Fire, Billy Ocean, stuff like that would also fall into that. And it goes, and then because it's more than just a musical style. It's not rock, it's not R&B, or it's not country. It's kind of a vibe thing.
It is.
The whole yacht rock
I agree
thing.
with you 100%. Like, I mean, you take Amy from Pure Prairie League, and that's almost country.
Yeah.
Almost, but still. Everybody's going to jam when it comes on because everybody likes that song.
Everybody likes that song.
To me, if you're going to play Amy, you got to have Fallen In and Out of Love to lead into Amy.
Exactly.
You have to. You can't.
Tom, I've always
Absolutely.
liked you, man.
Let's see. Firefall, Strange Ways, great. You got You Are the Woman.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Do they play a lot of Firefall? I've heard of a couple, but
Yeah.
I think their playlist gets limited.
They play Just Remember I Love You quite a bit, I think, on some of the Yacht Rock kind of stations there. But yeah, almost anything Firefall did would actually fit into that that kind of Yacht Rock genre pretty well, I think. Climax Blues Band is another one there. They had Couldn't Get It Right, which is a great song.
Jack Gordon Lightfoot, Sundown.
Yep. Gordon Lightfoot, Sundown's
I
very
don't
good.
like all of what Gordon Lightfoot does, but he's got several that are iconic. That
Yeah.
I'll always be listened to.
Exactly. Not all of them are yacht rock, though, because,
No.
Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, you don't want to be on a yacht when you're...
No.
That's a Van Omen song, isn't it?
Kind of is.
It's like, let's go back to the dock, guys. But,
Quick.
but Fleetwood Mac also would be someone I would think would have a lot of those kind of yacht rock kind of songs.
Well, Tom, I've got a trivia question for you on that wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Okay.
How many sailors died on the Edmund Fitzgerald? It is mentioned in the song.
Yeah, it is. I have to go through. I have to go through the lyrics in my head. Have we got 6 minutes?
Yeah.
Do you want me to just tell you?
Yeah, go ahead.
The church bell rang 29 times for each
Yeah.
man on the Edmund Fitzgerald.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a really cool song. That's one of the most well-written songs, in my opinion, that's
Well,
ever been done.
I got to be honest about when that song comes on the radio. I don't care if it's on Yacht Rock 70s on 7. I always listen to it. It's
I
a
do
great
too.
song.
Yeah,
What's a story song?
it is. It's good, too.
You know.
It's haunting.
It's a very haunting song. It's a good song.
Well, if you take a look at a lot of the acts that are on your lists for Yacht Rock, a lot of them are storytellers.
Yes.
That's what was great about the 70s and even the early to mid part of the 80s. You still had a lot of poetry and stories and songs, and then you hit the 90s and it just all kind
Yeah.
of fell apart. Everybody got angry.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody got mad. Everybody got mad.
There was something about the grunge era that just didn't hit home with me. I don't know what it was, but
Yeah. As it's just our age.
I guess.
We were a little bit older than those
now that
kids
being
that got into
said,
that.
there are some songs that came out of that grunge
Yes.
that I really like.
Yeah.
but I didn't just
But
fall into that movement.
that whole thing. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw out my favorite ever Yacht Rock song. I'm going to start with number 1, just so I can get it on the table there, and that's "Smoke from a Distant Fire" by the Sanford Townsend Band.
Oh, my gosh, you would pick that one.
Yeah, I
Oh. That is my wife's favorite song, and she looks at me every time and says, "Here's your favorite song." I guess it's good.
But yeah, love that song.
Smoke from a
Anytime.
Distant Fire.
Yep. Listen to the Music by the Doobie Brothers, also on my
Love
list.
that one. I do love that one.
Yeah. Debbie, what you got?
Oh, you put me on the spot.
Yes, I am.
You want me to go?
Yeah, you go, Chris.
I'm all right. Kenny Loggins.
Oh, of course. Caddyshack.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
By the way, Tom will be coming back. He doesn't know it yet, but he's coming back for when we do the Caddyshack episode.
Absolutely.
So
I'd love to do it. That's
I
great.
know you
Get a
would.
free bowl of soup with that hat. Looks good on you,
Right.
though.
But
Yeah.
You think it looks Danny? Right.
Well, and some of these songs take me back to just childhood. I remember we had a swimming pool. It was Briarwood. It's since been filled in, but it used to be called Miller's.
Yep, it's sad
And
day,
I
too.
can remember Jackie Blue. You could hear Jackie Blue all over the
Yeah.
neighborhood, and it just when I hear it, I just think of summertime.
Yeah,
in
Ozark
the late
Mountain Daredevils.
'70s and in the '80s.
Yep, absolutely. I grew up in that pool.
Yeah, Ozark Mountain Daredevils. Love that. Let's see. Other groups on the list were Ambrosia. Remember that?
Right.
That is, yeah.
Love Ambrosia.
Yeah. Bread. Let's see. I was never really the biggest Bread fan. That was just a little bit too, I don't know.
A little too mellow, a little too soft, but
Yeah.
England Dan, John Ford Coley.
Yes.
I'll throw a song at you that I think deserves airplay, but it was not a big hit. and that's the song "Falling Stars" from England Jan and John Ford Coley.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I don't know. It's a minor hit. It was, outside the top 40, but it's very yacht rockish.
Right. But let's see. Seals and Crofts, Summer Breeze. Another one I'll throw out there.
You don't
Classic.
have to be on a yacht to play that one either.
No, you don't. Speaking of, and Pablo Cruz. What you gonna do? Yeah, what you gonna do? Another
Cool
fantastic.
Love.
Yes, I
Yeah.
love Cool Love.
This list is. I keep seeing stuff and it's like, holy, wow, really?
How about Neil Diamond?
Which one?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think I've heard Neil Diamond. Have you heard Neil Diamond on?
Not on any Yacht Rock
No.
stations that I've listened to. No.
I mean, but if you crank up Sweet Caroline, everybody's gonna sing it.
That's a good
Everyone.
one.
And Coming to America
Yeah.
Yeah.
could be very yacht rock. Huh?
James Brown?
That's
Yeah,
Neil Diamond.
yeah, James Brando. No,
Oh, that's
he,
living in America.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
My bad.
And and I mentioned the Eagles a while ago, and I can't tell you why that Timothy B. Schmidt sing that definitely fits into that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That
There's
kind
a
of
lot.
thing.
There's a lot of Eagles songs that shot
Yeah.
right for sure.
But I think
One
probably
of these nights.
yeah, one of these nights works in there too. I'll tell you another group that I think probably anything they've ever released that was a hit is played on Yacht Rock. That's Steely Dan.
Yeah, Steely Dan's got
Yeah.
some really good tunes anyway. But yeah, they all fall in there.
Yeah, that would kind of fall into that same
There's
vibe.
one on here, Ride Like the Wind, Christopher Cross.
Yeah.
His hits that he put out, I liked every one of them. And he can play.
Yeah.
He can play the guitar. I really enjoy his music.
And then we have Robert Palmer on this list with "Can We Still Be Friends?"
I don't remember that
You
song.
never heard that? Oh, it's really good. Yeah, it's
I
real.
saw it.
It was in a movie.
Yeah.
Tom,
Well, which
you
version? Which version do you like better, that one or the Todd Rundgren version of "Can We Still Be Friends"?
Yeah, it might have been the Rundgren version that was in a movie.
Oh yeah, I do
Yeah.
know that one.
Um,
What's Rundgren's other big hit?
uh,
Is it Hello It's Me?
got a
Is that
couple.
Rundgren?
yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, it's me. I saw the light.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see. Other great songs on this list is Poco, "Crazy Love." It's a great Yacht Rock classic.
Heart of the Night.
"Heart of the Night." Yeah.
That's a great song.
You got Jackson Brown on here, Dr. My Eyes, too.
Yeah.
Jackson Brown.
That's a jamming tune.
Yeah. Yeah. "Running on Empty" as well. Is a great song.
Yeah. Saturday in the Park with Chicago.
Chicago had
has
quite
a
a
lot
few.
of great ones.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Is there any one, Butch? Is there any one song you think, okay, you can dial it back a little? This one's on way too much. Do you get that?
Yeah, I do. As much as I love the song, and they're almost starting to play it a little too much on there. And you mentioned it already, and that's Georgie Porgy. That shows up a lot in the playlist, but also one that shows up almost as much. But I don't get tired of it for some reason. Is "Lido Shuffle" by Boz Scaggs.
I like that song.
I love that song. Actually, I like almost everything Boz Scaggs ever did.
Yeah. He did a great show not long ago here in Little Rock. It was played all of his hits and even a few that weren't.
Yeah.
It was a great see Boz Scaggs. Never seen him before, but did a great show at Robinson.
Oh
I
wow!
would have liked it.
Yeah, that was just a few months ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was back in the fall.
Yeah, it was
October.
because the reason I didn't go is we were on vacation. So
Well, like literally this whole list that I'm looking at, I mean, you could just turn this on number one and let it play.
yeah,
You don't even have to make a list or shuffle it. Just let it go.
just let it go. And
go with
another one that was on the list that maybe doesn't have a whole lot of representation in Yacht Rock, but I really kind of think it fits in there is "Band on the Run" by Wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does fit in there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but as much as I like Paul McCartney, dude, you've stepped into the Yacht Rock realm
Yeah, yeah.
with Bands on the Run.
Welcome to the yacht, Paul.
That's right.
Let's see. How about let's go outside the box a little. How about AC/DC, Dirty Deeds?
No.
As Yacht Rock?
No, yeah, he's
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're jamming with me, that's probably going to happen, Tom. I'm going to be honest with you. This
Trust me,
list
that's
is not going to be playing on my boat. I'm just saying.
I was going to say that somewhere along the lakefront, somebody's playing that song on the boat. Yeah.
Hall & Oates. Chris is not a huge Hall & Oates fan, but I know that they have a lot on the list.
Yeah, I was looking at here at the Bee Gees, and you've got Jive talking about. There's a lot of Bee Gees songs.
Yeah.
And you and I.
Well, there's You Should Be Dancing song.
Yeah, Butch and I decided we had never seen the entirety of Saturday Night Fever.
We have never watched it.
So without
Have you not?
you have got to that's got to be part of your cultural references.
Yeah.
Is you have to have seen Saturday Night
Man's
Fever.
gotta do what
So
a
we
man's gotta
watched
do.
it, and I'll be honest with you, it wasn't that good of a movie.
No, it's not.
No,
But the
it's not.
soundtrack was. The
Soundtrack
music was the
is
best
one
part of the.
Yeah, it's one of those. The soundtrack's better than the movie. Same thing as Xanadu. The soundtrack is much better.
Yeah.
than
Yes.
the movie.
Yes.
You're going to find
You're
some
crushing
yellow.
my soul, Tom. That's my girl. Olivia Newton-John was my girl growing up. I was in love with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Xanadu, I didn't really care about the movie. I just got to see her skate around on roller skates for 2
Yeah.
hours.
While we're talking here, I'm gonna veer you into an area you may not want to go with Olivia Newton-John.
No.
Why the heck is she not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Exactly. Well, you
The
know,
body
same
of work
sense.
is incredible.
Same sense. Why is Pete Rose not in the Baseball Hall of Fame? Come on. I've got a signed Pete Rose jersey, Tom. I need him in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, exactly, Tom. Olivia, she was around, so long,
Yeah.
and you never ever heard about her in the tabloids. She
No.
was just a class act.
She was a class act.
So talented, absolutely gorgeous. Everybody loved her.
Yeah, beautiful chick.
She
beautiful
belongs
voice.
there.
I think
Well,
so,
even
too.
more than that, her overall body of work
Yeah.
Yes,
is incredible. There
absolutely.
are people in the hall that don't have the body of work that she has.
Yeah. That's
right.
Well, and
I thought you
and-
were pulling out. Let's just get physical. About
Yeah. Well, and just the
No.
genre. She started out as a country artist.
Yes, she did. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did.
Very center of the rock. Okay, I'm going to throw another name out there who had a lot of, and let's talk about Billie Jean, Michael Jackson.
I love Michael Jackson. I love that. That's my favorite Michael Jackson song.
Yeah,
Period. And he's got a bunch.
he's got a lot. But
Is that Yacht
As an
Rock?
individual.
Yeah, I think it is, and
think
so
so.
is Rock with
I
You.
think so too. Oh yeah.
So is Rock with You.
You can put PYT in there too.
Yeah, you could. You could. Let's see. There's a few on this other list in the back that I don't agree with being Yacht Rock, like Grease by Frankie Valli. Nah. It's
No.
no.
Maybe not.
But Thunder Island by Jay Ferguson.
I like that one.
Yes, that's a great one.
Absolutely.
I don't even know what that song is.
See there? Well, see, Tom and I being in
If
radio.
you heard it, you would know it.
Well, I mean, Tom already knows that if he's on my boat, it's going to be AC/DC and
Dirty
Metallica.
Deeds Done Dirty. Yeah.
We're picking up the harder chicks.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, baby.
Sure. Well, there was another Jay Ferguson song, Butch. The name escapes me, but both of his hits.
Okay, yeah. So
Who is that?
Thunder Island and
it's Thunder Island, Shakedown Cruise.
Shakedown Cruise.
Yes, I love that song.
That is a good tune. I know who you're talking
It's
about.
about boats. It's about boats.
Yeah,
why
it's
not?
boats. Yeah, exactly. It's about it's about mutiny, and
about boats.
It's about boats. How about Raspberry Beret by Prince? Or is that kind of skirting the line?
We
there?
are skirting the line. I love the song. I'm a
Yeah.
huge Prince fan. I love Prince, but
Yeah.
that's skirting the line on Yacht Rock,
Yeah,
I think.
it kind of is.
You might hear that on my boat.
Tom, you talk about ones that they play way too much on there. Brandy by Looking Glass.
Yes.
I would agree with you
Yeah.
there. Yeah. Love the song, but it might be overplayed a little.
Might be overplayed just a little bit. But anyway, you guys have anything else on this list that just jumps out at you that we haven't talked about? Tom, how about you? Any other groups that maybe we haven't mentioned yet?
No, I mean, I think that, and I was kind of kidding about Air Supply, but I tell you what, I think you could get a couple of theirs that aren't as Sweet Dreams from Air Supply.
Yeah.
It's very airy. And I know when you hear Air Supply, Barry Manilow, Barbra Streisand, Neil Diamond, people kind of, oh my God. I have grown to appreciate these groups and individuals the older that I've gotten.
Yeah.
For the musicians they are, for the talents they are.
Right.
Barbra Streisand makes me cry sometimes.
Barbra Streisand has a fantastic voice.
She does.
It's unbelievable. Not my style of music, but I can give props
Right.
where they're due, and they're due. She's a great vocalist.
Yes.
Cliff Richard.
Who?
Yes, yeah.
Let's throw some Cliff Richard out there.
Who? I mean, what do you think?
He sang Devil Woman.
And didn't he do that duet with Olivia Newton-John?
Yes.
Was it Suddenly? Yeah, that's it.
Where does it know? Shun. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And
No. Get it, girl.
Get ready to stay by you.
Shun.
And then America, You Can Do Magic.
Yes.
I think that falls into that.
Sister Golden Hair too in America.
Sister Golden Hair, yeah.
Absolutely.
Ventura Highway.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, I absolutely love that song.
Isn't
And
that
I
a great
don't-
song?
It is, man. I don't know where I picked that up at in my repertoire over the years, but anytime it comes on, it's jamming.
It's jamming.
I love that song.
Is America not played very much?
I think it is.
I would say on this it
Yeah.
would be. Absolutely.
Another is Dobie Gray, Drift Away. I've always loved that song.
Yeah.
And there's that song Strange Magic.
Strange Magic, ELO.
That's ELO.
ELO.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bob Welch, Sentimental Lady.
That's a good song.
That's another good one. Starbuck, Moonlight Feels Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's Yacht Rocky right there.
It is
Yes.
very Yacht Rocky.
Right.
Now,
Yacht Rocky.
Yacht Rocky.
I know we've mentioned the Doobies, but they're definitely got some Yacht Rock tunes on here. But
Listen
you
to
can
the music.
play them anywhere.
Listen, like
In
I said,
any genre,
yeah.
you can just turn the Doobies on and everybody will be jamming.
Chris and I have mentioned on previous podcasts that one of the best live bands we've ever seen was the Doobie Brothers.
I've seen them like 3 times, and I
And
will
they're
see them
fantastic.
4.
Yeah,
They can have it.
you make it 4.
Yep.
Would you say that China Grove is Yacht Rocky?
No,
More Southern
nope,
rock?
that's a classic rock.
Oh, that's a classic rock.
that's a
Any
classic
Park,
rock.
Any Sunday, that's a Yacht Rock
Yeah.
song for
Yeah.
sure. It's awesome.
A lot of, like I said, Listen to the Music is one of the older Doobies that definitely fits in there.
Blackwater.
Blackwater, possibly.
What
Yeah.
a Fool Believes.
What a Fool Believes. Anytime like you get into the Michael McDonald era of Doobie Brothers, it's very Yacht Rock.
Yep.
But that Cliff Richard song we were thinking of, that I was thinking of, was Dreamin'. That's another,
Dreaming.
yeah, Yacht Rock one.
Well,
Let's
he had what, 4 here in the U.S. He had We Don't Talk Anymore.
Yeah.
We had Little in Love, Dreaming.
yeah,
Devil Woman is played quite a bit.
it is.
I do like that song. Yeah.
I do like that song. I'm looking at others on my list here. I've already. Well, the podcast has started. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris has cracked one. Let's see. Ambrosia, You're the Only Woman. That's one that's played quite a bit. And Orleans, Dance with Me. Another good one.
What is this Elton John song on here, Little Genie?
Little Genie? Oh,
Oh,
that
yeah.
definitely fits.
Definitely.
I don't doubt that it fits. I just
Yeah.
don't recognize the song.
It was from 1980 when it was released. It was kind of at the. Did Bernie Taupin co-write that one with him, or was that when he got out of the Taupin era for a while there? Tom, do you remember?
I don't remember. That's good. I don't even recall him singing that at the concert he did.
He didn't. I was there.
Did he sing Island Girl?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You were. Yeah. I was going to ask. He didn't do Island Girl either.
No, he didn't. That's right.
I think it's probably not
Island Girl
politically
would work
correct
on
today. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
I don't understand that. But anyway.
Let's see. How about the Love Boat thing? No, I'm just kidding.
No, man, I'm in.
You're in?
I'm in.
Oh, I
Soon we'll be making
Exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you, the love boat.
Sing it, Chris.
Soon we'll be making another run.
This goes on the special clip.
Yes. But you know those cabins on the ship, they're not nearly as big in real life as they are
On the Love
Love
Boat.
Boat. on that show.
Unless it's a suite.
How much room do you need?
Yeah. I'd like to have a whole bathtub and not just a stand-up shower.
Oh, okay. Now then you want a junior suite.
It's just out off the balcony. Giant bathtub. Good
Big old bathtub. Let's see. This one has Jive Talking by the Bee Gees on it. I don't know if that's... I don't think that really fits.
Well, I mean, you can't have all slow songs on the yacht, man.
Well, you don't.
You know, so I think Jive Talking fits in this
It
genre.
could. Okay, Chris, I'm going to give you...
Disco is dead, so the Bee Gees got to go somewhere.
That's true.
That's right.
Oh, man. Guys, thanks for jumping into the podcast today. Tom, thank you so much for being a part of this.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And when we get
I
ready
had
to
a
do
great
Caddyshack,
time.
when we get ready to do our Caddyshack episode, sir, you are in.
All right. Yeah,
All right.
call me. That'll be fun.
All right, brother, man. Listen, man,
All right.
thanks for jumping in and being part of the foolishness.
Yep.
Thank you for the invite. I appreciate it.
Bye,
right.
Tom.
Bye, Tom.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, now that he's gone, let's party. No.
Oh, my.
This song.
It was very nice of him to do that.
Yeah, it
That was so not. Are we off?
No.
We're on?
Well, we're a little off.
I'm doing
I'm
my
always a
best.
little off.
Listen, Chris is trying to take care of me.
He's trying to take care.
He's got my little hot cocoa packets to keep me from dragging this mic everywhere. I'm trying to
I wish
jerk
you
it
guys
down
could see this.
into the floor. I'm doing the best I can to just destroy this whole thing.
And not even meaning to. It's
And
like
not
it's,
even
it's a
meaning
gift.
to.
It is a
Yeah.
gift.
Yeah.
It's a gift, really. You know. It's so.
Yeah, definitely.
But Yacht Rock, guys. I love to be able to, because usually, Chris knows I like a lot of, and Debbie knows especially because it's usually on that.
Why would you think she would know more than me? I mean, I know she's your wife.
Because she
but-
rides with me more in the vehicle.
Dude, we've been together a long time.
They've been together longer than Butch and I have been together.
Like Vikings.
Like Vikings.
But,
I've been with you a long time.
yeah, but,
Butch has his own Yacht Rock songs, though, that he plays out on the patio in the summer.
No, that's my grilling music.
Yes, but one could also say they're almost Yacht Rocky.
Close.
You know, well, your Banana Pancake song. I do love the Banana Pancake
Yeah,
song.
Jack Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's more of a.
And then
that'll work.
your Gulf Coast Time.
Gulf Coast Time by Roger Krieger. Yeah.
So,
I do love that.
a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Real quick. I found a song on Spotify the other day. It popped up on as I'm playing and I fell through my playlist, finished my playlist, and how it just kind of keeps going and picking up stuff that's kind of close. Well, there's this song by this cat. I think it's Albert Collins. I think.
Blues guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to it, and the song is "I ain't drunk, I'm just drinking." Right.
Right.
And I'm listening to this guy, and I can't. Man, this dude sounds really familiar to me. And finally, it dawned on me. I went, Nobody leaves this place without singing
Playing
the
the
blues.
That's Albert
and
Collins.
that's him.
Yep.
That's from Adventures in
Babysitting.
Babysitting.
And I figured that out. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
that's got to be him. And I looked it up.
And it was. Yeah,
him.
Albert Collins, dude.
Yeah.
That's some good
That's
stuff.
a good. If you
I
hadn't heard
love
that
that
song,
movie.
I ain't drunk,
Yeah.
I'm just drinking. It's pretty funny.
That is pretty good. Hey, guys, thanks for being here and for being a part of this mess here. Let's go ahead and roll the outro music. Listen, guys, we thank you for joining us each and every week.
Always.
And, but before we do that, go to retroshow.net, okay? And you can get links to all of our stuff at the store, all the stuff. You can get like Debbie's got a bunch of Team Chris merchandise.
Absolutely.
That she has in there. So, yeah. They just high five.
I saved you.
You did.
Yeah. Guys,
Somebody's got to. Chris, my husband's not helping
Well,
me.
he had a lot
I'm
of stuff
across
going
the
on.
table.
He had a lot of stuff going.
You
He
should
really
have
did.
jumped across this
table. I should have
I mean,
jumped.
we had an absolute celebrity on here
we did.
that he was trying to get in touch with.
Yeah. Sorry, Tom. You're going to be heard by tens of people on this podcast. So,
Please.
you know.
Hey, we'll give you a copy of our first aluminum album.
Aluminum album. Hey, guys, thanks for being with us here this week.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah,
Round
thank
of
you
applause
very
for you
much.
guys.
Yeah. Anyway, folks, retroshow.net. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Debbie, for jumping in with us and being a part of it.
Anytime, my partner in crime.
It was fun.
Listen, you guys take care of yourselves, and we're going to see you next time here on the Retro Show.
AMF, guys.